From January to December has been nothing short of a remarkable year for a closer look. Over the past 12 months, we've had the privilege of bringing you the stories that kept you informed, engaged, and connected to what's happening across the islands of the Bahamas. From breaking down the national budget to highlighting the historic success of the National Breakfast Program, our focus has always been on ensuring you have the full picture. We've covered the latest updates from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, tracked our progress toward the nation's 30 by 30 renewable energy plan, and sat down with the people and agencies driving real change in the Bahamas. Every conversation, every report, every highlight, all aimed at keeping Bahamians aware of where we are and where we're headed. And now, as 2025 draws to a close, we're taking a moment to look back, to reflect on the progress we've made, the challenges we've overcome, and the milestones that have shaped this remarkable year. This is our opportunity to revisit the stories that defined 2025 and to see just how far we've come since we last told them. I'm your host, Marcos Umbrister Jr., and this is a closer look, Year in Review, Part 1.
This is the National Youth Guard program designed to train young people to help the Bahama Islands in times of disaster.
I decided to join to better serve my country as well as to better myself.
We train the help in search and rescue,
electrical, plumbing, and carpentry.
And things that they can actually expand on in their careers.
Young people who join the Youth Guard program discover a sense of identity, a sense of purpose, and a sense of patriotism.
This program isn't about only the individuals, it is about the country.
This year, the government put forward a budget that was unique to any other we had ever seen. It was one based on expanding opportunities, island by island, with priorities placed on security, opportunity, affordability, and reform. It was a budget that benefited Bahamians across the islands of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Let's take an even closer look with our Year in Review.
As the government prepares to unveil its latest fiscal roadmap under the theme Expanding Opportunities Island by Island, the big question is, how will this impact the Bahamian people? Prime Minister Philip Davis announced that the 2025-2026 budget delivered the Bahamas' first balanced budget since independence, with major investments designed to educate and empower Bahamians.
We will continue to have incentives for Bahamians to get into business. We continue to support, institutions like the Small Business Development Center, give even more support to the Bahamas Development Bank. We have the Tourism Development Corporation that is doing some very exciting things in terms of getting Bahamians involved in tourism. We'll have some more, concessions and tax breaks that would impact people.
In agriculture, funding has grown from 25 to 35 million, with grants, modern technology, and projects like the Golden Yoke Initiative bringing egg farms and hydroponics to family islands.
Bahamians can look forward to seeing the development and more modern technology being applied, not just directly for farmers and fishers, but also in the health aspect of the food we eat.
In neighborhoods across the country, the government is advancing new housing developments and expanding its rent-to-own program.
We've now been able to witness new residential communities throughout the Bahamas, such as the Renaissance Housing Community, Pinecrest, Sir Linden Estates, Ocean Hole Estates, with much more to come.
We're going to be doing new subdivisions as well as the rent-to-own program, not just in Bispin Road, but also in Adastra Gardens. We're going to be looking at Pinecrest. We're going to be going through our family islands. And the idea is to ensure that every Bahamian, not just in New Providence, but throughout our family islands, have the opportunity to become a homeowner.
The experience was amazing. When they called, I was so excited. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for the many blessings He bestowed upon my life. However, Ministry of Housing, I am so excited that they actually called me.
The budget also pours into education and youth, expanding the National Breakfast Program along with boosting scholarships by $30 million and supporting students from preschool to tertiary level.
It has increased attendance at school, and so I'm advised that now the average attendance in all our public schools is over 90%. It also has improved the grade point average of our students. A good breakfast feeds a healthy mind.
As the fiscal year unfolds, we focus on how the budget impacts Bahamian families, entrepreneurs, and farmers on the ground. Whether it's a home, a hot breakfast, or a shot at business success, the goal of this year's budget is clear: expanding opportunities for all Bahamians, one island at a time. Reporting for a closer look, I'm Preston Ferguson Jr. Back to you on the desk.
Everybody want to be rich, but no one want to gain a master's degree from the Reds Father Ninja School of Economics. That's me, Ice Reds. Now some of you at home right now are saying, him? I remember him from grade 7, Big Brother can't even count. Firstly, I changed. I wear socks now. Therefore, I want you to hear me out as to why I think you need to understand the budget. You don't know what happened to your money? What is the budget? In one sentence, that's all the money that the government have to spend and what they spend it on. But I see you in the dark, rowing with the lawyers, and they dropping these big words on you. That's because they trying to confuse you. To understand the budget, you really only need to understand 3 things. How much money we have, or we think we have, what you want to spend the money on, and what's the most important thing to spend the money on. Revenue is whatever money the government makes. So like hotel taxes, the VAT that you pay on the noodles, the customs you're supposed to pay on your jockey, but you lie on the wife and say, these jockeys ain't new, these my old jockey. And the custom officer know you lying, but the line long and he ain't trying to row with no big man over no jockey. All of that is revenue. Revenue is important because you have to have money to spend money. Doctors, police, teacher, roadman, the government got to pay all of them, but that's just the labor. All those people need tools and supplies, and the buildings that they in need to get repair or expand, but money got to spend, and that's expenditure. But it's the thing, it's only so much revenue and everybody got ideas. See, some things can make us more money, while some things can save us money. And then some things you just have to do because it's the right thing to do. We got to figure out what the priority is. See, now you on the same page. All right, so let me give you an example. Like in my house, right? I can either buy the expensive scented candles, but then I don't have enough money to pay BPL. So now I need more candles because my power off. Or I buy some cheap candles, put something on the light bill. Now I don't need to use the candles because why? My light ain't off. That's basically it. I mean, also there's like deficit and debt. So like, if you need to spend more money than you just make, that's a deficit because you deficient. But you need things. You never short like 50 cents in the food store and ask the person behind you for quarter. You had a deficit. And then you had to borrow them 2 quarters and now you owe that person. So you was in debt, but you had to do it for the groceries. Sometimes the government is do that too. But unlike you who never paid that man back his 50 cents, the government is have to pay the money back what they owe. And that's everything you need to know to understand the budget. But you don't remember nothing else. Just remember, stop lying about your jockey, babe. Pay the tax on your jockey, big boy.
The Bahamas is making strides in the energy sector, with a government target of achieving 30% renewable energy by the year 2030. And not just here in New Providence, but across our family of islands by incorporating PPAs, solar energy, and power grid upgrades. Let's review what happened this year.
For years, outdated equipment, the rising cost of fuel, and extreme weather have strained the power grid in the Bahamas. But now, a major push is underway to modernize how we generate electricity in this country.
Through the years, the national energy debt has skyrocketed, coupled with aging and inoperable equipment. According to the Minister of Energy and Transport, JoBeth Colby Davis, the situation was dire just a few years ago.
When we came into government, we assessed that the current debt for BPL was about $500 million. And on top of that, it would have taken another $500 million for us to do the modernization and the transformation that we would have need done in BPL. They're very old and outdated, And so that is a concern. That was a concern to us. And that was also why we thought we would have needed partners, because of the cost and the time to be able to improve the sector and produce that reliable and efficient service. Additionally, our transmission and distribution system needed a complete overhaul. What that means is our transmission lines were built many, many years ago. They were in place many years ago for a growing Bahamas. We've already exceeded what they prepared for. So the growth that they had intended to see in the Bahamas those years ago when they put those lines in, we've already exceeded that growth.
Looking ahead, the minister said Bahamas Power and Light is well on the way to a more sustainable future.
The Prime Minister would like to see a system that is affordable, reliable, resilient, and sustainable for future generations.
Through innovation and connectivity, our energy future looks bright. For a closer look, I'm Krishna Russell. Back to you on the desk.
This is the inaugural edition of The Movement, your energy and transport briefing, bringing you updates directly from the Ministry of Energy and Transport. Welcome to The Movement, live from the National Energy Summit. We begin with Energy in Motion, an inside look at the National Energy Summit 2025, where leaders, students, and stakeholders all gathered to accelerate the Bahamas' energy transition. Guided by the theme, Shaping a Sustainable Energy Future Through People, Power, and Partnerships, this summit stands as the signature annual event for the Ministry of Energy and Transport.
As the Minister of Energy and Transport, my vision of a sustainable energy future is driven by three conditions: reliability and security, affordability, and low carbon.
Across 2 impactful days, innovation, discussion, and collaboration filled every room.
Let's use the summit to deepen our understanding of where we stand. These are the first steps in a process that will benefit Bahamians for generations.
The Minister of Energy and Transport recorded key milestones: 488 steel poles replaced, over 9,000 feet of underground cable installed, power outages reduced by 86% on New Providence, and across the Bahamas, more than 18 new power stations are being developed, introducing solar, LNG, and energy storage systems.
Whether you live in Bimini or Nagua, the Ministry of Energy and Transport is dedicated to ensuring reliable, affordable, sustainable, and low-carbon electricity for everyone.
I'm Larissa Lundy, and this is The Movement, your energy and transport briefing. Stay with us.
Stay with us. There's more, a closer look after this.
The Bahamas Polytechnic and Accreditation Training Hub is an institute of career and technical excellence. Our aspiration is that through having entered the Bahamas Polytechnic and Training Hub, students will leave prepared to either be entrepreneurs or prepared to enter the world of work. Each student has the opportunity to earn 6 credentials, professional certifications, in addition to their national examinations. Let's level up. Let's do it together. Bring them in. We'll get them trained. We'll get them out. Let's change the world starting here, starting soon.
Here's our year in review of the National Breakfast Program.
As schools prepare to open across the Bahamas, we take a closer look to see what all upgrades students and teachers can look forward to for the academic school year.
Across the country, the Ministry of Education says this year marks a significant step forward in preparing students for the future. From infrastructural improvement to new programs and policies, officials say the changes will strengthen classrooms both on New Providence and the Family Islands.
We have over 160 schools, and it has been a deliberate, purposeful effort on behalf of the Davis administration to look at conditions at all of our schools, physical conditions, and to strategically redevelop as we go along.
Deputy Director of Education, Michael Colmer, says one key focus is ensuring students are supported in all ways as they matriculate through the educational system.
One of the things that the Ministry of Education has been doing is providing greater support systems. There has been the Student Success Maker that Minister and Ministry of Education, Department of Education has been working with. And what it's been doing is identifying our students' needs and encouraging our students with additional support through those success coaches at various schools.
At the school level, Principal of Government High School, Ms. Tavia Roll, tells us how the school upgrades speak to the government's commitment to educational advancement.
We have quite a number of redevelopment projects that speaks to the commitment from our government and the Ministry of Education to our society of ensuring that we have first-class and world-class facilities to educate our Bahamian children.
A major milestone celebration happened at Cleveland Enes Primary School, where Prime Minister Philip Davis and Minister of Education Glenys Hannah Martin marked 1 million meals served through the National School Breakfast Program. A program which began with just 8 schools has now expanded to 115 public schools, serving approximately 20,000 students every morning. Officials say the results are clear. Students are showing better attendance, stronger academic performance, and improved classroom engagement. The program's rapid growth is a testament to its necessity and success. It has exceeded expectations and cemented itself as a national commitment to the children of the Bahamas. The program has been described as a relief for parents and a joy for students, noting that it now serves preschools, primary schools, special schools, and central secondary schools. Teachers are also seeing social benefits as students sit together, eat together, and communicate much more every morning. Prime Minister Davis underscored the program's importance, reiterating that no child should begin their day hungry. He noted that the initiative has contributed to higher grades and a more consistent attendance among students, but also emphasized that there is still more work to be done. The success of the program reflects the government's broader mission to support families and improve overall student well-being. Looking ahead, Minister Hannah Martin says plans are underway to expand the breakfast program into junior and senior high schools, ensuring older students benefit from the same level of nutritional support. From infrastructural upgrades, new amenities, and a thirst for education, students can look forward to a myriad of upgrades that'll help them succeed this upcoming school year. Reporting for a closer look, I'm Preston Ferguson Jr.
This year, high schoolers across the country are set to benefit from the revision of the history curriculum, supported by a new textbook toward a common loftier goal, a history text for secondary schools. As thousands of students return to the classroom, the Ministry of Education is rolling out major revisions to the national curriculum. Therese Carey Curry, head of the curriculum division at the ministry, said the impact of the revisions is expected to have significant results.
Grades 10, 11, and 12 curriculum will come out in September of this year. In addition to that, we have its junior complement, that is the social studies curriculum, that we are working on the final tier of that particular curriculum. We would have engaged a consultant for the performing arts, and we would have facilitated a course in arts integration. So we're looking at integrating arts across the curriculum. We would have started with Junkanoo, Jump into Junkanoo, which is January of this school year. We will continue with Rake and Scrape. We would have downsized the offerings of subjects for lower primary students so that we focus on literacy and numeracy.
One of the most anticipated additions this year is a brand new history textbook towards a common loftier goal, named as such by the Minister of Education, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin. There's been no revisions to the history curriculum in more than 40 years, according to Perline Baker-Lewis, Assistant Director responsible for the Humanities Section, Curriculum and Supervision at the Ministry of Education.
Many people don't understand Bahamian history. They know a lot about European history. They know a lot about America. This book is a great sell. It's a great read, and it will allow not only students, parents, community leaders to have an appreciation of communities on family islands get to understand our relationships in the region, and it would help us to understand who we are as a people.
With this new curriculum, students are set to gain a better understanding of who we are and where we come from. For a closer look, I'm Krishna Russell. Back to you on the desk.
It's the start of the 2025-2026 academic school year for the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute. This year, BTVI welcomes its largest batch of students yet. And the president of BTVI, Dr. Linda Davis, says the expansion is just the beginning of more good news to come.
1,448 students, 992 of whom are in New Providence, and the remainder in Grand Bahama and the Family Islands.
That growth comes as BTVI expands its accreditation, a move President Linda Davis says is key to giving students greater recognition at home and abroad.
It's important in terms of our transferability of credits, although our credits always transferred, but to be recognized, to be given the currency that says not that you are legitimate, but that you are in fact maintaining a standard that is transferable wherever you go.
The institution is also looking to the future, rolling out a solar program and getting high school students interested early in technical careers.
I think one of the exciting components of that program that we did in conjunction with the Office of the Prime Minister sought to do a workshop for high school students. We were amazed by the interest. 25 or thereabouts students who came from throughout the country and learned about climate change.
And across the wider tertiary sector, another historic moment for higher education in the Bahamas. The University of the Bahamas has officially been approved as a candidate for the accreditation by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges, also known as SACSCOC. The announcement was made at SACSCOC annual general meeting in Nashville, marking what UB leaders describe as one of the most significant milestones in the institution's 51-year-old history. UB's board chair, Allison Maynard Gibson, called the candidacy a powerful affirmation of the nation's ability to strengthen and elevate its own academic standards. President Dr. Robert Blaine says the approval confirms UB is delivering quality education and progressing toward full international accreditation, a process that now moves into the next phase, with the university preparing its compliance certificate ahead of a future accreditation visit, a globally recognized national university, while reinforcing UB's mission to drive research, innovation, and national development. And with those recent developments to come and that are here with BTVI, students can look forward to a more robust academic school year. Reporting for A Closer Look, I'm April Sands.
In 2025, major progress has been made in the health sector of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, from clinical and hospital upgrades to the digitalization of healthcare and advanced training for medical professionals. To take a closer look, here's our Year in Review.
Major clinic upgrades are underway in Nassau and the Family Islands, signaling what the government of the Bahamas is calling a new era for the public healthcare system. Officials say the move is part of a push to strengthen primary healthcare across the Bahamas. With groundbreaking set for a new clinic in Coconut Grove and upgrades completed at both the Anstown and Blue Hill Road clinics, officials say the plan is to alleviate healthcare pressure at the Princess Margaret Hospital. The Anstown Clinic officially reopened its doors recently to reveal a full transformation of the now 7,200 square foot facility. It's not just bigger, it's better. With more examination rooms, an in-house pharmacy, a full laboratory, and diagnostic services, this clinic is designed to reduce wait times and provide care closer to home. And the $10.5 million Coconut Grove Advanced Healthcare Center is scheduled to be underway.
This is a new beginning, but it's also a clear sign. We are building a healthcare system worthy of the people it serves.
Over at the Blue Hill Road Clinic, services have been expanded to include everything from childhood immunizations to digital records.
This newly renovated clinic, at this particular site, we can see families and children receiving care, comprehensive services, child and adult immunization, including digital record searches, health education sessions, and international travel health clinic services.
Residents on Cat Island, Moores Island, and Stanyo Key can also expect similar healthcare upgrades to their infrastructure. This work continues with a multi-million-dollar health campus in the nation's second city as well. From preventative care to emergency relief, the reimagining of local clinics indicates a long-awaited shift. With these changes, government and health officials alike hope the country moves forward to a healthier Bahamas. For a closer look, I'm Erin Scavella.
The future of healthcare in the Bahamas is going digital. From faster patient check-ins to real-time medical data, the Ministry of Health and Wellness and the Department of Public Health are rolling out tools designed to streamline public health services in the Bahamas. In clinics nationwide, handwritten forms and long lines are being replaced with clicks, scans, and seamless data. It's part of a nationwide shift spearheaded by the Ministry of Health and Wellness alongside with the Department of Public Health to digitize the public health system. We visited Anstown Health Center, where we spoke with head nurse Monique Lewis, who demonstrated and spoke to how these apps are used in clinics.
We're introducing the SIP Plus, and it is the digital antenatal passport and book record for perinatal records for our antenatal clients. It gives us the opportunity to enter the information that our clients would normally have handwritten, documented in their SPCR booklets that we would keep at the clinic and then document their information and forward to maternity ward at the end of the shift.
The new Bahamas EMR Plus system is the backbone of this transformation. It links patient information across facilities, allowing providers to access records in real time, cutting delays, reducing errors, and improving continuity of care.
With the SIP Plus system, once you would have entered the information into the system, you don't have to worry about a transport officer coming to the clinic to pick up the information to transport to the hospital, but you can have access to it in real time. With the ER information, the same principle applies, but it's not limited just to the antenatal client. It is for all clients at any level. Also, it provides the information to be easily accessible by clients who come to us from the family island. This particular system allows the nurse who is in Meguana not having to worry about trying to do a teleconference with a doctor to find out exactly what it is that was done with the client, or trying to rely on relatives' memory to say what the doctor said, because now you're able to go into the computer, pull up the client's file, look at the records, and see what was done for the client while they were in New Providence. So that is a great plus.
Officials say these digital upgrades are laying down the foundation for a more efficient, inclusive, and data-driven healthcare system in the Bahamas. For a closer look, I'm Amber Arana.
As we close out 2025, one thing is clear. Progress doesn't happen overnight. But step by step, together, we're moving our nation forward. This year has shown us what's possible when vision meets action and when every Bahamian plays a part in shaping our future. It's been a year of progress, promise, and purpose, and it's only the beginning. Thank you for joining me for this special edition of A Closer Look, Year in Review, Part 1. I'm Marcos Ambristo Jr. We'll see you next week for Part 2, right here on A Closer Look.